Newly minted Progressive Conservative leader Doug Ford took to the stage of the Toronto Congress Centre with two messages. First, that the PC party is united under his leadership, the proverbial proof in the pudding being the photo op in which Ford posed with those who were his leadership opponents just a few weeks ago. And there was a second message, one that was delivered squarely at Premier Kathleen Wynne.
The party with the taxpayers' money is over. Done. Done.
Well, they say a month or two can make for an eternity in politics. We know this is surely true given what's happened in Ontario in just 8 short weeks. In late January, Patrick Brown was the PC leader and seemingly destined to become premier, but beneath Brown's veneer, there were troubling signs. It became increasingly clear that this man was liberal light. He was weak, and he was clearly a conservative in name only, alienating social, fiscal, and democratic conservatives, many of whom vowed to stay home on Election Day. And let's not sugarcoat the obvious here. Being truthful was a stretch goal for Brown. He courted the support of social conservatives while campaigning for leadership, only to throw them under the bus when he became leader. He claimed he was all about the grassroots, only to steamroll over local nomination writing association processes with his preferred selection of candidates. He then went on to champion what he once campaigned against, namely a carbon tax. Indeed, when he announced his support for that tax at the PC annual general meeting, you could have heard a pin drop given the stunned silence from the PC rank and file. Granted, Brown's fall from grace amid unproven sexual misconduct allegations might have been unfair, but the PC party's decision to jettison such a backstabbing weakling is clearly the best thing that could have happened to that party. Indeed, compared to a Patrick Brown snooze fest event, the Doug Ford Unity event last Monday felt like a rock concert. Ford stepped up to the podium to the tune of Survivor's Eye of the Tiger, and when he was done, his exit music was Twisted Sister's We're Not Gonna Take It. And for the thousands of Ford fans in the crowd, pandemonium took lease. Now, earlier that same day, Premier Wynne had made a throne speech, once again promising the moon and disregarding the very notion of a balanced budget. But Ford implied that Wynne was merely wasting everyone's time with such pronouncements.
Today, Kathleen wrote a lot of checks with the taxpayers' bank account. Well, I gotta... My friends, we all know the finances of this province, and I can tell you all those checks are going to end up bouncing.
As well, while the PC party in the last several weeks seemingly resembled a dumpster fire amidst all the turmoil, that was then and this is now. And Ford noted that the phoenix-like rise of the PC party is going to make for many sleepless nights for the opposition Liberal and NDP parties.
They are terrified when they see a united party like the PC party. My friends, I can tell you now that we are united and the Liberals know we have a united PC party, that is their worst nightmare.
Even so, there's still work to be done in a very compressed time frame. This includes the drafting of a formal platform for the upcoming election campaign, and hopefully Ford will revisit those nomination writings in which candidates were alleged to have used fraudulent measures in order to win. Cheaters should not and cannot be rewarded, and there are probably about a dozen or so writings that require a redo. But in the final analysis, Monday made for the celebration Doug Ford never got to enjoy at the PC Party Leadership Convention earlier this month in Markham. This was due to the final voting results being formally challenged by Christine Elliott's camp. As such, the convention came to an ambiguous end. There was no balloon drop for Ford, there was no confetti explosion, there was no photo op or victory lap, but Monday's celebration at the Toronto Congress Centre corrected that slight, and for the frenzied Ford fans in attendance who euphorically chanted, "Doug, Doug, Doug," it was all a matter of better justice delayed then justice denied. For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, have you heard the Rebel has a brand new app? Please download the app and take the Rebel with you wherever you go.